It's Dave Johan once again for Punch Out Boxing. Pleased to be joined by someone we haven't spoke to in a long time. Mai Soliman, how are you? First of all, over there in Sydney.
I'm really good. Yeah, it's been quite some time. I think 3 years now.
I
Yeah.
know it's been a while. I think the last time we spoke to you was before your pro fight. You've racked up so many wins since then. How's your career gone in sunny Australia? Is it what you wanted it to be? What you planned it to be? Or
Yeah, look, I mean, you always plan and imagine where you want your life to be, and I feel like I've manifested where I would like to be at this very moment, and I feel like I am at the right place at the right time, if you would say. So
yeah,
I'm very happy, Look, Australian boxing, it is quite far from a lot of countries and whatnot, but it's growing. But yeah, I'm happy with where I am exactly.
absolutely brilliant. I mean, for those that don't know you, you're well traveled. Born in Cairo, isn't it, in Egypt? Had time over in Ireland as well. Now you're fighting in Australia, so you're quite well versed, should we just say, a world traveler. And you know, having that experience so early on, has that shaped you as a person, and has that shaped you when it comes to things like sparring from people from all over the world, and because boxing's a world sport, isn't it? So surely
Yep.
that's helped, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, no. Look, I think, like you said, it does shape you. You meet heaps of people along this journey, and I've had I've been lucky enough to meet such great fighters along the way. A lot of great female fighters here or outside. Um, also I've had the chance to be one of Shanika Johnson's as a sparring partner. So that in itself is, yeah, as a fighter in itself, like it's a confidence boost. And yeah, I just feel like, yeah, everything is going in the right place, going in the right way.
And you've got a massive fight coming up on November the 7th. Without stealing your thunder, Mike, do you want to tell us what that fight is and how much it means as well? Because if whoever does win, they could go on to world honours, and it could be one of those where potentially Australia could have another world champion. So yeah, over to you. What's the fight, and how big is this?
Yeah, look, cat's out of the bag, and yeah, I'm fighting Jasmine Parr for the IBF international title. It will be hosted in Melbourne. So I'm from Sydney. She's from Gold Coast, so it is on neutral grounds as well. Yeah, it's such a huge fight, I would say, for Australian female boxing. I think it's pretty much the best against the best. And yeah, and then whoever wins gets to be crowned the best at super flyweight for 115, or we would say 52 kilograms super flyweight. Yeah, look, it's been a long time coming, I would say. I just feel like every fight that I've fought is sort of led me to this fight. And even if it wasn't going to happen now, it would have happened later. But I do feel like this is the best time for it to be happening right now.
I mean, Jasmine's racked up a bit of a winning streak as well. So have you. I mean, what have you seen of her so far? Because I believe she comes from originally from a Muay Thai background, doesn't she? So one would think that she's, well versed in things like clinches and so on and so forth, and more of the rougher tactics. Is that something that you've considered with your fight with her?
Yeah, look, I know she comes from a fighting family and her dad or whatnot, and she comes from a Muay Thai background. So you got your clinching, you're coming in a little bit aggressive and you could be busy, uh, but that doesn't faze me. For me, it's just another person in my way, and yeah, and I believe and I know it will happen. And the new for myself.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive night, whoever wins on that night as well. So, have you had much to do with Jasmine outside of prior to this fight? Have you guys sparred before, or have you had any?
No,
No, this is completely new.
yeah. So we've sort of had similar opponents that we've fought, both me and her, but nothing that, that we've sparred or come across really. So it is, yeah, interesting to see how this fight plays out. I think it'll be such a great fight, honestly. Um, but yeah, everyone's just gonna have to tune in and wait and see how this fight plays out, I guess.
I mean, without sounding negative, both of you've had um, early career setbacks in terms of an early defeat. And again, I keep using the word early, but yours was in your second fight. I think um, Jasmine's was early on as well. But after that loss, how did you shape yourself mentally? Because sometimes when we speak to fighters, it is a hard thing to come back from. But obviously, you've racked up an impressive win catalogue since that. How was that first of all, and how did you pick yourself up?
To be honest, first things first, I personally I don't look at it as a negative to myself. I do feel like it is a blessing in a way, as it that came across. It was for my second pro fight. It was for a title as well. Um, but I feel like if that didn't happen early on, I probably wouldn't have changed a lot of things about myself and the way I approach my training, the way I approach the fights, or my mindset or whatnot. But I feel like I said, blessing in disguise, and yeah, it really, I look at it as a very good positive. And, from then on, made sure after every single fight, where can I get better? Even though I won, what can I do better? How can I be a better fighter? How can I be the best? That's it.
I mean,
So,
yeah, I mean that's great mentality. I mean, again, you touched upon earlier as well, sparring with the likes of and training with Shanika Johnson, who has gone on to
mm,
achieve massive things in the sport
yeah,
of forget women's boxing, but boxing in general.
yeah.
I know she righted the wrongs with the Nina Hughes fight as well, one of our fellow Brits, which was a bit of a controversial decision the
That,
first time
that's
round.
actually the fight that I helped her out with the rematch.
Ah,
Um,
okay, okay.
when she stopped Nina. Yeah, so that was the fight that we sort of linked up and we got to spar multiple rounds, 10 rounds each time. I would fly up to the Gold Coast and do some rounds. But it was a hectic day for me. I would fly in interstate, spar her same day, and come back the same day to Sydney. So that's all
Wow.
happening in one. So I'm flying in and out. Um, and yeah, I mean, I was doing that all whilst I was fasting in Ramadan as well, and I had Ramadan as well. So I would say it was probably the toughest. Um, Leading up to a fight for myself because I was fighting coming up, I was fighting 1 week after her fight. So it was a tough camp, but I think yeah, that mentally I was just on another level and I was just riding that wave.
With that as well, forgive my ignorance, but how long is the flight there and back, and you're fasting as well on top? Because that must be, I mean, you said it's brutal, but I can only imagine that must be
Yeah.
absolutely, devastating,
Like
brutal, whatever you want to call it.
an hour 45, 2 hours. It depends on the weather, but
Yeah.
yeah. You can just imagine like flying there. As soon as I get off the plane, straight to her gym, we spar, I have something to eat. Then maybe sometimes we do another session, like we do go for a run, and then I'll fly back, the same day, come back and, go to bed, wake up for training in my city the next day. Um, yeah, reminding myself it sounds crazy, but I won't change it for anything.
No, good
So
stuff. I mean, that shaped you as a person at the end of the day, and got you into the position that you're in, and definitely helped out Shanika as well to cement her legacy. I mean, just wanted your opinion as well on MVP promotions and Jake Paul, and he's doing from my perspective, he's doing some great things in boxing and especially when it comes to female boxing and promoting. Um, and another big card, I believe, is announced on November the 14th as well on Netflix. I mean, from your perspective, great for the sport, getting more eyes on the sport, female boxing.
yeah, absolutely. I believe there's like three female cards on that that event. And I feel like if it was another promoter with a big card like that, I don't think there would have been any female fights on there. So yeah, look, I get some people, dislike him for a lot of things, but as a female and as a fighter, I can't, he's doing a lot of things. He's backing up what he's saying by doing it, and the numbers don't lie. So props to him, and for him getting the females really involved and giving them what they deserve, which is really, really good to see. Um, but yeah, obviously as a fighter myself, that is something that I would love to be a part of. Um, you know, as well, they do believe in those 3-minute rounds, which I personally have part of my pro fights. I have fought the 3-minute rounds in Australia. So I
Oh,
made
okay.
Yeah, so I made news as well. So right before Serrano fought her 3 minutes when she kept pushing it, I'd done mine. So I'd done the 6 threes and I'd done 8 threes, and they were for titles. Um, so yeah, me and Nicilia Costello, we made news on the, I think, Daily Mail by pushing for those 3-minute rounds. So yeah, hey, look, if Jake Paul wants to, get another fighter on board, I mean,
Yeah, I mean the 3 minute thing that's an interesting debate, isn't it? Because there's so many people that are for it in terms of keeping everything on a level playing field. And is that how you
yeah.
see it as well in terms of a level playing field and paying field, playing and paying? So in terms of everyone gets the right pay and everyone it's about equality, isn't it, at the same time? So would
Yeah,
you?
and I just think already, like as it is, we us females, majority of the time we are surrounded by males in the gym. So we are sort of already training the same way as them. We're training the same amount of time, the 3-minute round in the gym. So personally, I don't see why we should be changing the way we fight. Um, and if it's anything, women are tough as nails. They bring fireworks to some of these fights. And again, it gives the fighter, a chance to showcase their skills. It's sort of like, all right, who's got who's got a better gas tank, who can last for these 3-minute rounds with power, speed, ring IQ and whatnot. Um, but yeah, like when I done it, I enjoyed it, every single bit of it. I had to show people like, hey, we can do it.
Mm,
And to this day, these were my one of my favorite fights.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, and let's see what November 7th brings. And Australia
Fireworks.
fireworks. Yeah, you said that. I mean, Australian boxing at the moment, and if we also include New Zealand in this as well, I mean, you've got some fantastic fighters out there. I mean, one fighter who's absolutely, including Shanika Johnson yourself, is Jai Opataya from down under. I mean, what a phenomenal athlete is, and Tim Tszyu is still flying the flag in some regard as well. So is boxing as big as it could be down under? Um, is it as big, or would you see it as it's still not quite there yet, in your opinion?
No, absolutely. I think we have a lot of talented fighters on the rise, and I think I see we have a lot of you know current fighters who are leading and paving the way. Like you just mentioned, Jaya Opetaia, um, Tim Tszyu has paved a bit of a way. We had George Kambosos as well. So from there, multiple fighters you know are sort of making the world recognize Australia and New Zealand as well. Um, yeah, we have heaps of talent. I think it's just because we're so far away, everyone sort of forgets about us. Like, oh, you know. But yeah, no, definitely on a rise, and it's looking good.
Have you taken the trip across various ponds, I was going to say, to either the US for training or the UK? Have you made those long flights?
Last time I was in the US was back in 2018. I do. I
Wow.
would. I would love to go back. Spend some time for a training camp or sparring and that. And even the UK, I'd love to get amongst some of the girls up there, even spar or even land a fight up in the UK. You know, there's a bunch of girls in my division that I would love to fight from the UK. So yeah,
Yeah, because
I
I was
mean,
going to say, I
I did,
mean,
I did, I
yeah.
did, I did see Eddie Hearn at the start of the year for when he came down for the Jai Opetaia card in January, and I just because I just wanted to get a photo, but I really wanted to tell him, I'm like, man, I'd love to fight some of you girls, I'm here, but yeah, I just didn't get the chance to say it, but. Yeah, they look, even just going to the UK and getting some rounds in, they'll be amazing, heaps of really powerful female athletes there.
I think there is a card, a Jai Opetaia card, isn't there, coming up in December? Um,
December 6th, yeah.
yeah, so you never know. You might, bump into Frank Smith or Eddie Hearn and definitely, get your CV out there and tell them what you're about, Maya. You never know, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, you never know until you ask, right? So, yeah, December 6th, there is a huge card actually up in Gold Coast again, for the Opetaya Sin Cara card.
Yeah,
Um,
that's gonna be absolutely massive. You go into that one, yeah?
Yeah, I think I will. I will, to be honest. I would like to have some time off a little bit and just go up there a little bit and watch some fights myself, become the spectator.
So so if you beat Jasmine Parr on November the 7th, surely then I suppose because we're going to be in November, it's going to be what hunting for world titles in 2026. Is that the plan with the team? Because if you come out victorious, that'll be fight number 11, isn't it? Is that right? Or 10?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm currently fighting. Yeah, that'll be my fight number 11. Yeah, absolutely. Look, we win this. Obviously, our goal is to sort of see what's happening and see if we can become a mandatory or depending what's going on. But again, I'll leave it up to my team and see what is happening after this fight. Definitely.
And I mean, I'll get your prediction on your fight very shortly, but just wanted your predictions on some fights that are coming up because you are a boxing fan as well. So I don't know if you are going to be watching Joseph Parker and Fabio. Would you be watching that one?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So
Sorry.
you said it already. I mean, how do you
I
see
mean,
that fight
I,
going down?
I mean, the only reason I said that because I feel like Joseph has been in line for, a shot at the world titles, and I just feel like he's been delayed after delay. And I think he was meant to fight Dubois, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like they didn't give it to him. He's been waiting, and I feel like he's been training. So honestly, um, yeah, I feel like, also from when I seen Wardley fight, was it Justice Uni?
Yeah. Yeah. He was losing.
I feel like he was losing a fight and he just got one lucky shot on Hooney and yeah, he just couldn't recover. So, I mean, Parker's, obviously older than Hooney, and I'm not saying Hooney's great. He's a great fighter, but Parker's hungry. He's been waiting. So I feel like he just needs to get this over and done with so he can aim for a shot next.
Yeah, that is a big fight because he trains over in the UK now, I believe, as well. So over with Andy Lee, and in my opinion, it's only my opinion if it counts, but I think he's got better um, through the years. He's someone to definitely not
Yeah.
underestimate, and the three victories he's had on the bounce have been absolutely fantastic. So he's definitely one to watch. But no, I had a feeling you were going to back Parker. I thought you would have. I thought you were going to back Parker.
Girl from down under.
Yeah, you got to, yeah, countryman and all that. So, and then just very finally as well, your fight. Um, what are you expecting, and how do you see yourself winning on that night?
I don't see it going the distance, to be honest. Um, I believe in my work, I believe in myself, and I believe what I am capable of doing. Um, all I'm gonna say, it won't go the distance.
Good stuff. We'll definitely be watching. For us, I think it'll be early doors, to be fair, which is great. We rarely get a fight like that. I think in Japan we get good timing in the UK and in Australia as well. So I think it'll be
Oh
early
yeah, what time would that? I think it'll be on the Zone on a Friday night from us. So that's oh
morning,
yes, and like so. Say I'm fighting around 9 o'clock now in Australia.
11 a.m. 11 a.m.
Yeah,
for
so
us.
you got it in the morning. Yeah, you guys got a good time. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's good. We can whoever's working from home, you can put your laptops on, watch the fight, and jobs are good. And I think
yeah,
that's the
for
plan.
sure.
Um, yeah, Mark, thanks for your time. But is there anything you want to plug or anything where can people follow you on your socials?
All's the same. I am May Sol. Just follow me from there. Keep up to date with what I'm up to in the lead up to this fight. And yeah, just want to thank everyone for the support. And yeah, big things coming, big win, and then on to the next from there.
Hey, thank you from Punch Out Boxing. All the best and good luck on November 7th. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you for having me. Thank you.